We have got ourselves a brand new Rivals promo in NBA Live Mobile, but it does also have a brand new promo structure, and I'm going to go through exactly what it's going to take to be able to go through all of this promo and get yourself that 93 overall Anthony Davis, as well as going through exactly what you're going to be able to get as a no mini spend player. So let's actually go ahead and take a look at the promo structure itself. As you'll notice, as I mentioned earlier, it is a completely brand new format, one that we have never seen before in the game itself, which is fun to take a look at and to exactly work out what you will have to do in order to get some of these masters. You'll notice there are different days having different sets of events. So on the first day, you will have this day one row of events to play through. You can see I've played through a couple just to see what sort of stuff you're getting in each of them. Each of these events are going to give 10 points. They are each going to cost 25 stamina to play through. That is on those first 3 nodes of events. Each one of those, you can see the first one's going to have 10 events, then 15, and then 15 on those 3 nodes. The 4th node, however, will have 1 event which gives you 10 points and also a player pack. Now in this player pack, I played through this one and I got myself 1 player in this pack. It is going to be a day 1 player, so I believe they were 73 overall. I could be wrong about that. We'll double check that in the set. But you have 5 events to play through, and each one of these are going to cost 50 stamina to go ahead and play through. So these are again going to give you those 10 points, which will help yourself out in the milestones. The very last set of events are another 5 events, each costing 50 stamina, and each one of these are going to give you those 10 points. You can see, as I said earlier, this one is the day 1 rival player pack, which you're going to get on that very first event. Again, I played through this one over here, and this one gave me 1 player. Maybe it could give you 2. I don't really know. It has no way of telling you exactly what you're going to get from this player pack. I played through it. I got 1 player. If you got any other amount of player, let me know in the comment section down below. But the very interesting thing with this promo is you can see on that left hand side, it says info, participate in daily events to acquire master players. And then underneath that, it says don't miss. Events will be inaccessible after the specified day concludes. So basically what that means, or what I'm guessing that means, is after day 1 has completely finished, all of those events that you can see that are unlocked at the moment will become locked, and those day 2 events will then become unlocked for you to go ahead and play through. Now we have no idea what day 2, day 3, all the way through to day 10. All of those events, we have no idea what exactly they are going to look like. We can just assume they are going to look exactly the same as these day 1 events. However, that could change depending on what sort of stuff EA have got lined up in terms of all of these days. I would assume that all of these events are going to give out points, and then maybe a couple will give out players. I don't think they're going to give out any tokens from this promo, because that doesn't really make sense with what is showing in the info tab. As you can see, reading it word for word, it says play events daily to earn versus points and lower overall players. Use those points to progress in those milestones. So I'm guessing just because it says only those 2 things are going to be from the events, I don't think the tokens are going to be got through those events, but that is just me speculating. We could get something completely different. We'll just have to wait and see. You can see the very last tab is going to be that Anthony Davis, the Grandmaster tab, which you can get in the sets. But with all of the points you're getting from all of these events, they are going to add up in these milestones on the left hand side. There are plenty of milestones to go through, and they go all the way up to 5,000 being the very last one, and you're getting pretty decent rewards from these milestones. You're getting 300 tokens on the last one. You're getting 250 stamina. You're getting a prime pack over there. You're getting NBA cash, a little bit of coins though, not really a lot. You can see 300's the most amount of coins you're getting in one go, but the stamina and the cash are going to be fairly helpful with this promo, and they're not going to require too much in order to get up to. They do require a decent amount of stamina, because of course you're playing through 10 events at 25 stamina. That's already 250 stamina. You're playing through 15 events, each one costing 25 stamina, another 15, that's another set of 25 stamina each time, and it just adds up bit by bit. So it is a decent amount of stamina to play through, but you also do get courts and jerseys, which don't actually help yourself out in the promo itself. You can see they're not giving out a boost on them, which is, I think, a little bit of a missed opportunity, but they are still decent courts. You can see the City Lakers court, you can see the Crypto Arena one over there. I would have liked to see these courts and jerseys with some boosts on them, maybe a boost item here or there in the actual milestones themselves, but it's not looking like you're going to be able to get that. So I think the stamina and the cash are going to be very good if you're not playing through this promo to get yourself the master. However, those tokens will help you get yourself the masters, and therefore the Grand Master with the promo. Before we go on into the set, there are a couple of things which you can do in the store. We'll take a look at some of them over here. You go into the Rivals section, you can see a lot of this stuff is going to be got through spending money. You can see there is offers to get yourself tokens, player packs, all of that good stuff, maybe some for extra points, cash, stamina, all of that stuff if you are willing to spend the money. There's one cash offer over here, although we could always get some more as the promo goes through the days, because of course there are 10 days in total to try and get yourself the Grandmaster. So who knows what extra offers we could get. They are more than likely going to be those NBA cash offers. We could potentially get some coin offers, we just don't know, but based off of this stuff, it's likely we might get some more cash offers, maybe some money offers here or there. You can see you can spend 2,750 NBA cash 3 times, I believe, every single day to get yourself 500 of those tokens. Maybe you could only do that once throughout the promo, don't know for certain. If you have done that, let me know in the comment section down below. However, there is a watch ad pack, and again, I believe you can do this every single day. Each one's going to give you 10 of those dual tokens. You can do 4 of those every single day, so that is 40 in total daily, just by simply watching 4 adverts. It's really easy to do. Get yourself a good amount of tokens to be able to go ahead and progress through these sets. Now, when you're going through these sets, what you'll need for each master is a set amount of tokens and also 4 overall players. Now, you'll notice I did get that 73 overall heart. He was the one I mentioned earlier that I got from that day 1 player pack. Now, I believe each single day you will get different overall players, because I believe each of these different groups will give out different grouped overall players, if that makes sense. Because you can see this first day, it is showing Nurkic as the sort of cover of this promo, and then you can see group 2, it will show Kawhi because he is the second master, then Chris Middleton, then of course that KD, and then finally that Devin Booker. So I believe on day 1 and day 2, from those events that are giving out these player packs, as you can see over here, these ones will give out 73 overall players. Now, that is just an assumption based off of what I've got from those packs. Again, if any of you have got something different, let me know in the comment section down below. I do believe that is going to be how the promo works itself. You'll need 473 overall players, which I'm guessing you'll be able to get from day 1 and day 2 events, because you get 2 from day 1, hopefully you get 2 from day 2, and then you'll also need 25 of those dual tokens. That will get you your 83 overall Nurkic. Then as we go through the promo, you will probably get opportunities to get 75 overall players. You need 6 of them plus 45 dual tokens to get Kawhi Leonard. Now, to get those 2 guys, that sounds fairly reasonable. 25 tokens, then 45 tokens, that is fairly reasonable to do. Then it has a massive jump up to get Chris Middleton. You need 977 overall players, but 500 of those dual tokens. And it doesn't stop there in terms of craziness. It goes up to 2,520 dual tokens plus 16 players to get yourself Kevin Durant. And then it goes up 1 notch more to get 7,930 dual tokens plus 25 players to get yourself a 91 overall Devin Booker. I don't know how it starts off at 25, then 45, really nice amount of tokens, to 500, then 2,520, and then finally 7,930 tokens. That is absolutely insane in terms of the amount of tokens, and I don't know why it's such a weirdly specific amount of tokens as well. I have no idea who came up with that, but that is going to be what you need to get Devin Booker. In order to get yourself Anthony Davis, you need all 5 of those masters. So you need the 83, 84, 85, 88, and 91 overall player. All 5 of those guys, and you will get yourself a 93 overall Anthony Davis. Now, it doesn't say you will get them back, which is a little bit worrying, but hopefully you do. That is usually the case with any of these master exchange sets. Hopefully you will get them back, as well as a playstyle select Anthony Davis. So it does seem like there is a ton of tokens in which you need to get, and I'm going to go through all of these calculations as to what you're actually going to be able to get from the promo itself. And we'll actually start off with the amount of tokens. So going through and getting yourself Anthony Davis, you need all 5 of those masters. To get all 5 of those masters, it's going to cost you in total 11,020 tokens, an absolute ton of tokens to be able to get. You're going to have to whack these straight into the sets, otherwise your inventory space is going to absolutely plummet, because of course you can only have 4,000 collectibles, I believe, in your inventory. So I don't think this promo really adds up in terms of those tokens, but you will have to put them straight into the sets as soon as you get them. So bear that in mind in terms of your inventory. You're also going to require, of course, 473 overall players, 675 overall players, 977 overall players, 1679s, and 2581 overall players across the board to get all of those masters. Now, in terms of what you're going to be able to get, we'll start things off by taking a look at how many points you're going to get. Now, based off of day 1 of all of these events, you will get in total 100 points from this first node, then you will get yourself 150 points, then another 150, and then 50 points, and then 50 points from those second 2 nodes. In total, that puts you at 500 points from those day 1 events. Now, here's where I have to make a massive assumption. I have to assume that every single day, the amount of points you're going to get is exactly the same. So if you're getting 500 points on those day 1 events, 500 points on those day 2 events, and so on and so forth, all the way through to those day 10 events, I have to assume that going through this promo, if anything, I think they would increase the amount of points you get every single day rather than decrease the amount of points, or they would just simply keep them the same. That is just an assumption, but I would assume that there are going to be 500 points available every single day, putting yourself at 5,000 points in total throughout the promo, which does kind of work out all right because, of course, you get to the end of the milestones no problem at all playing through all of those events. Again, that is just an assumption based off of those day 1 events. Now, if you go ahead and get through all of these milestones, you're getting a ton of tokens to help yourself out in the promo. You get 5 on the very first one over there, then you get 10, and it goes up bit by bit. So you get 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way through to that final one, which is 300 tokens, putting yourself at a total of 1,945 tokens from all of those milestones. Now in the store, you're watching the ad 4 times a day to get yourself 10 tokens each time. That is 40 tokens a day. Times that by 10, that is 400 in total, putting your grand total up from the milestones and of course the store at 2,345 tokens in total. Now that is nowhere near 11,020 tokens, which you need in order to get yourself the Grandmaster Anthony Davis. 2,345 tokens doesn't really get you that Kevin Durant either, because you're going to fall just under 200 tokens short from actually going ahead and getting him. However, there is a way you can get him and any of the other masters except for that Devin Booker, and that is through those core trade upsets. Now I have seen a couple of people get really lucky with their trade upsets and get themselves that Kevin Durant and some of the other masters. People have pulled, I think, Nurkic from a pro pack as well, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I do believe you could potentially get them from the trade upsets. It isn't guaranteed by any means whatsoever. It is a way you could go about doing this, but it is just seeming like this is a kind of ridiculous promo and the amount of tokens required in order to get all of these guys, and of course how many you're getting from the promo itself. I have no idea how much this is going to cost in order to get yourself Anthony Davis, whether you'll have the inventory space at all to be able to go ahead and get him. I have no idea what this promo is. It's a really wacky promo. I think with a couple of tweaks, it could be fun because you have to log in every single day. You have different events each day and all of that stuff. But on the first release and first initial thoughts about this promo, it is really, really weird and I don't really understand it. The only positives I can take away from this at the moment, if you want to go ahead and play through the promo, you're getting stamina, you're getting cash. That is of course going to help yourself out. You get a jersey and a court, though they're not really going to help your teams in terms of boost. They might look nice and give yourselves a good amount of aesthetic. So that is entirely up to you whether you go ahead and get any of that stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below whether you've got lucky at all with this promo so far. Maybe you pulled a crazy thing from the core trade upsets. Maybe you got something insane in a pack. Let me know if you're going to go for the Grandmaster or any of the Masters in this promo at all. But we also got a free-to-play friendly promo in the Timeless Classics with a 93 overall Kevin Garnett as that Grandmaster. If you want to know exactly how you can get him and watch a little bit of a pack opening, which I did, go check out the video in the bottom left-hand corner, and I'll see you guys in that one. Peace!